All right, everybody, welcome back for another deep dive. Today we're looking into some pretty intense legal stuff.
Yeah?
We're talking about the rapper Lil Durk.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I'm sure a lot of you guys out there are familiar with him and his music.
Big name.
But recently there was some pretty serious legal trouble he was facing.
Yeah,
And things took a pretty wild turn, I think.
absolutely.
We've got excerpts here from an article that breaks it all down for us. It's called Pasted Text. And wow, it is really something.
Yeah, some pretty fascinating stuff.
It is really, yeah, this whole thing went down in court and there were a lot of people wondering, you know, what's going to happen.
Yeah,
And in the end, he actually walked free,
he did.
which was really surprising to some.
Absolutely.
But he was given probation.
Right.
Can you tell us a little bit about what that means exactly?
Yeah, so probation's no joke. I mean, it's not prison, but it's still, you know, you've got a lot of restrictions on your freedom. You know, he's going to be dealing with things like drug testing and travel restrictions. You know, he's got to check in with a probation officer pretty regularly.
Okay, so there's still a lot of accountability there.
There is. Absolutely.
In the article, though, it sounds like the evidence that his legal team presented really made a difference.
Oh, yeah.
What was it about that evidence that you think was so compelling?
So judges, you know, they hear a lot of cases.
Right.
They've seen it all. They want to see real proof that someone is serious about turning their life around.
So not just saying, oh, I'm a changed man or something like that.
Exactly. You got to walk the walk.
Right.
And there are a couple of things that really stand out to a judge. Character testimonials. Those are huge.
Okay, what exactly is a character testimonial?
So that's when people who know Durk well, you know, maybe mentors or community leaders, other artists even,
Okay.
they come forward and they vouch for him. They talk about his personal growth, the man he is today, not the headlines from his past.
I gotcha. So it's painting that picture
It is.
of the reformed character.
Exactly.
Now, the article also mentioned something about community service.
Yes.
How does that factor in here?
Well, it's about showing that he's not just talking the talk. He's actually trying to make amends, you know, give back.
Right.
And the documentation is key. You can't just say you're doing good. You got to have the proof.
That's really interesting, and it sounds like that's exactly what his team did. They had those testimonials,
That's right.
and they had the proof of the community service.
They built a strong case.
Yeah, it seems like they really knew what they were doing. They were building that narrative,
It was a strategic move for sure.
and the judge bought it.
Yeah.
This is all happening in the legal system, obviously.
Yeah.
But then there's also social media,
Oh, yeah.
which is like this whole other world,
Absolutely.
and people are going crazy
They are.
online. The fans are so excited.
Understandably.
They see this as a victory. What do you think about that?
It's like this whole other court, you know, the court of public opinion.
And these days, that's almost as important, or sometimes even more so.
Absolutely.
The article actually quotes Lil Durk,
Yeah.
and he expresses how grateful he is for the support. And he talks about wanting to stay focused on his music and giving back. What's your take on all of that?
Well, it sounds like he's serious about this second chance.
Yeah.
You know, he's talking about redemption. It's a powerful thing.
It really is, and I think this whole story, it highlights something really important about the justice system. It's complex,
It is.
and it's not always perfect,
No.
but it can offer people a chance to turn their lives around. And it makes you wonder, how much should we let someone's past dictate their future?
That's the big question, isn't it?
It is. I think that's a really important question for all of us to think about.
Absolutely.
So as always, guys, this deep dive was just one perspective. We encourage you to keep digging, explore different viewpoints, and ultimately form your own conclusions. Until next time.